Hello and welcome to another episode of the Not For Nothing podcast. We wanted to go down memory lane again and talk about what bands from your adolescence you would go to see now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if they were playing today.
Yeah. Any band, dead or alive.
Dead or alive. Oh, I didn't even think about the dead part. I was just thinking of opportunities current. But like might be retired or broken up.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking, dead or alive. I meant like in terms of retirement.
Because dead is a little, like that's a lot.
Yeah,
I would say, okay,
like,
dead, I would say Prince. Which is not a band, artist.
He was in our lifetime, so I feel like that could count.
Yeah, like that, big regret. Like I wish that had been an opportunity. That would
fair.
That must have been like crazy shows.
Right?
Ugh. But like today bands, yeah. Maybe like, this is like not even that out of reach. I'm just like never make it happen. But like All Time Low would be fun. I've never seen them live. My Chemical Romance, I would love to see again.
Really?
It was a fun show, but that was also like...
When did you go?
15 years ago. Or like 10 years ago, maybe 12.
Holy crap. God, we are freaking old.
Who would you see?
I would absolutely have a blast at a Green Day show.
Oh my God, love to go to a Green Day show.
If they ever tour, you want to go?
Yes, like that would be...
Please?
Did you hear that Warped Tour is coming back this summer and it's going to be in DC?
No, I didn't.
Alyssa sent that to me, but I feel like we can't be supporting Warped Tour like until they start addressing like their very serious past.
Well, I think they can't bring bands that have like pedos.
But also like they need to rebrand a little bit. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. But I would love to.
Because is it like Warped Tour's responsibility for anything?
I don't know. That's what I need.
Or like, should the bands be accountable for
themselves? That's also true. The bands should be accountable for themselves.
Like, if you're hosting a tour and like someone's not a confirmed pedophile, like how are you going to?
That's also
not that there's even allegations at that time. You know,
that's true.
But
yeah, we need to check who's performing because that would be really fun.
That does sound
Green
fun.
Day would be so fun.
So one of my favorite things that's happened to me in adulthood, is I can't remember if I was in Vegas or if I was at the Emerald Cup. I think I was at the Emerald Cup.
Yeah.
And fucking Mike Dirnt was next to me.
That's sick.
At one of the booths. And I was just like, I really like never do this with famous people.
Yeah.
But I was like, I'm sorry. Like, can I please, I just need to say like, what's up? Like, you are like one of my favorite people ever.
That's very cool.
And it was definitely like a full circle moment because I was like, wow. Green Day.
Yeah.
And we're at a weed festival and he's just here for fun.
And he was like an artist of our like teen years and now you're an adult.
Green Day got me into music.
Yeah. That was a very fun band.
So
and they had like, you know, political messaging.
Yeah. And then like once you got into like their current stuff, I was like, oh my God, there was stuff that happened before I was born that I like love.
No, they're good. And their music videos were sick.
Yeah. And now I'm teaching Sal all about Green Day.
I love that.
We watch music videos every day.
I love that. Who else is fun? I did see Britney Spears back in the day during her circus tour.
Mm-hmm. And that's sick. That was in Vegas?
Sick. No, in New York. She played at MSG. And my like high school, one of my very close high school friends, her dad had received tickets through work.
That's so
we had gone with like 4 people. It was so fun.
Oh my God. We never got to talk about your Britney Spears shirt.
Oh, well, I also had a Britney Spears shirt growing up. I don't think I was like that big of a fan, but like, you know.
It was of the time. That was our
like,
girl.
It's the same, like everything's Olivia Rodrigo, Taylor Swift right now. Like everything was Britney Spears when we were growing up. Like.
And there was
in the girls section at the
Spice Girls.
Yeah, like you would go to the supermarket and there'd be like girls section, boys section. Mm-hmm. You could get shirts and shit. And so I had like, it was her Baby One More Time era, and that photo where she's like sitting on the floor, and it's like a full like photo of the album on the shirt, like so ugly. But my sister and I were like we were like, this is so cool.
No, that is really cool. I would have died for that. Honestly,
it was sick, but. Yeah, I'm trying to think who else I would love. But Spice Girls would have been fun.
You only got to wear that shirt during special occasions.
Yeah. Well, I had a uniform at school, but also like my mom hated it. Like, first of all, she hated Britney Spears. Yeah. She was like
my mom wasn't a huge
women.
Fan either.
Like,
yeah.
Which
she was
now
too
I'm
young
like
to be like.
Now I'm like, yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah.
Like she was really being taken advantage of and like being like.
But also, like, is it okay for like people to be like sexual and expressive? You know, it's like it's definitely like, still an argument.
It's like this whole. I feel like she was also, now that we know everything going on behind, you're like, damn, like we were all just like
letting it happen.
Yeah, by like profiting off of it, like, which like, damn, that's sad.
It is.
But
yeah, you were mostly only allowed to wear it during special occasions because like your mom is anti
like brands,
like I am, characters,
brands, logos.
Like she's a basics lover.
Yeah.
And I like that.
And I
think
agree.
It's inspirational.
And it's like different. Like I love wearing like a graphic tee or whatever, but like
maybe that's our rebellion.
But I'm still not big into like branded stuff or character stuff.
I only dress my son in Carhartt, which I feel like is
but that's like an ethical
brand.
Yeah, no, that's a different type of brand. But I'm like, I was never allowed to have like the Gap hoodie or the Old Navy stuff, which I wanted. But
you know what is so crazy?
What?
I feel like New Balance is getting such balls.
Oh my God. When did New Balance become cool again from like
Thank you.
dad era, which like is a good rebrand. It's just funny.
It's also a rebrand that I feel like, where do they get the balls to do this? Because I was looking, I got a targeted ad and I was like, I'll take a look, considering Old Navy doesn't want my money.
Yeah, and go look at New Balance.
Right? I looked at New Balance and they have sweatshirt, sweatpants set. $150. All right, get real. You couldn't sell a pair of shoes for $40 a couple years ago.
Back in the day. I still buy my like New Balance from like DSW, like those are like my random workout shoes.
Like you literally couldn't pay people to get these products off your hands, the more expensive products. Now you're daring to charge $150 for a sweatshirt and sweatpants.
Yeah, they became like the weird. It's because of this like weird nerdy like hype boy shit.
It's bullshit.
Like trying to be Adam Sandler, like it's weird.
That part.
But you should look at Dick's Sporting Goods.
Oh my God, that's so crazy. I went to the mall the other day and we were like looking around. We were like at Foot Locker. Like Christian was looking for like athleisure.
I'm like, I miss Modell's.
Me too.
And so like because that doesn't exist anymore, I feel like Dick's has kind of taken over that.
So we left the mall empty-handed after like looking around and we were like, wow, that was terrible.
Yeah.
And as we're leaving, you know those like outskirts of the mall stores?
Yeah, like kind of the standalones.
Yeah. There was like a bunch of standalones and I was like, wait, why did we even walk into the mall when there's so many better options standing alone?
Yeah.
So I think that's where I'm going to be shopping from now on. I'm going to the outskirts.
The outskirts of the mall.
Yeah. I'm going to the boonies of the mall.
I mean, I'm with it.
Right? Dick's Sporting Goods was the one that got me to say that.
And you'll love their water bottle section.
Oh, yeah?
They have like so many.
I remember.
But also they have good deals.
They do have good deals and coupons and like
athleisure wear.
And like a lot of options.
Yes.
A lot of brands, a lot of sizes.
Because some stuff I don't like buying online.
Same. You want to like sometimes see how things look. Also, it's something to do when your weekends are like
also
nothing.
Very true.
There's nothing to look forward to in life.
Just buying more stuff.
Yeah, consumerism. At least walking around the mall gave us something.
Did you get a pretzel at least?
We got Chick-Fil-A.
Okay, nice.
You know, the only Chick-Fil-A on Staten Island.
Hell yeah.
Why not? Have you had the spicy pimento chicken sandwich?
I have not because I can't really have spicy right now.
Oh, they have regular.
Pimento?
Yeah. Is pimento spicy inherently?
No.
Okay.
Like, where does the spice come from? From the chicken?
No, there's two versions.
Okay.
There's a spicy sandwich and a non-spicy.
Got it.
And it is the chicken. And I think the spicy one they put jalapenos. But the non-spicy one isn't.
Is it good?
So good. It's a spicy pimento. Oh, well, the spicy one. Hot honey sandwich. Or honey. Really good.
Okay. Maybe I'll check it out.
And I usually religiously get the Cobb salad from Chick-Fil-A.
I do love the Cobb's. Tammy introduced me to that.
Really?
Yeah.
Because
that's ultimate girl dinner.
It really
you get
is.
the Cobb salad.
Diet lemonade.
And no, I only get Diet Coke. And
even there?
Yeah, even there. Because I like the bubble. And then you get like a side of fries. And then it's like
a good one.
You know, it's like a little Caesar salad Diet Coke moment, but it's a Cobb salad.
Yeah. I get Cobb salad, no bacon, which is great because when you go in person, they actually custom make you the salad.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's even fresher.
And I miss McDonald's salads.
Why don't they offer them anymore?
Like, they were so good.
When did they go away?
Chicken nuggets with salad with their delicious ranch. And, like, it was basically, like, a chicken nugget bowl.
I'm not even kidding. I didn't have McDonald's for, like, at a point more than 10 years straight because they didn't have a single vegetarian item.
That's also true.
And, like, at least when they had salads, I could have been like, okay, I'll have a salad, no chicken.
No chicken, yeah. That's so true.
Like, you could just eat fries there or ice cream. And I was like, I'm not doing that.
And I miss the snack wrap, which is apparently going to come back too.
Burger King has one.
But I don't have a Burger King near me. But I'm also, like,
same. I also
probably not going to go to McDonald's for a minute because of the, like, E. coli stuff.
Oh, yeah. But, you know, maybe they need to run some ads, bro. I'd go back.
To McDonald's?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, agreed.
Run some ads post E. coli.
Exactly. Like, I'm just gonna, like, it just happened pretty recently. I'm just gonna let it cool a little bit.
Cool it down.
And
bring your own onions.
And then we'll be back. But would love a McDonald's salad or a snack wrap in the near future.
Yeah. Did you see they came out with a chicken Big Mac?
Yeah, and I had it.
How was it?
It's pretty mid, honestly.
Christian said the same thing.
It's like a little dry. It's like thick.
I also feel like so much mayo.
It was like missing like a little tang.
Too much bread.
Yeah.
In general, Big Mac, too much bread.
Yeah,
like, who needs a triple decker of bread?
It wasn't ideal.
Add more meat.
Mm-hmm.
Add a couple extra pickles. Do something funky.
I do love the Big Mac though.
Give me double cheese.
But I had recently had a quarter pounder.
Ooh.
Which is where the outbreak initiated.
Oh. Got it. All right.
So on that note, hopefully everybody's safe. We were on our way to the studio today and I was picking up bagels for everybody. And I was thinking about how there's nothing more like comforting and cute when like somebody knows your order when it comes to your bagel, your coffee, and your terps.
Oh, I like terps.
I feel like knowing somebody's flavor profiles is really knowing somebody.
I'm going to go for your coffee order.
And we've had coffee multiple times together.
Yeah. Hot black coffee.
Yeah, classic.
You don't drink iced ever?
Depends on the weather.
Oh, okay.
Like, if it's very hot out.
All right.
I'm also no longer really drinking coffee, so I'm like, I'll have a lot of iced tea. And then like tea in the morning, hot tea.
Always black tea?
Yeah.
Do you feel like it makes that much
Or like
difference?
Green tea.
Do you feel like it's properly caffeinating you?
I'm definitely less caffeinated, but I'm also less like, girty.
True.
So like
I was wondering if you were like, are you adequately caffeinated currently for yourself?
Like,
or you need to be more?
I would love to be more.
Okay.
I don't know if it's like that good for my digestive system.
Got it. Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's a bummer.
So then black tea, I would say would be your preference. Yeah. Cool. Bagel. You like a lox cream cheese.
Love a lox cream cheese.
And for the actual bagel, am I psychotic to say you like plain?
I like plain when we're at the studio because I don't like getting shit in my teeth.
True. But
then my go-to is sesame.
Okay, cool. Terps. You like gas?
Yeah.
Gassy terps. I think you could go fruity.
I do love a fruity flower once in a while.
Like a forbidden fruit fruity.
Yeah.
Like fruit salad almost. Like not a specific type of fruit.
Yeah.
How do you feel? You don't fuck with sweet like that, but I feel like you could go wedding cake sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes, but I don't love it.
Yeah.
I like when it's like, we had like the yuzu for a while where it's like sweet, but also citrusy.
Yeah.
Because sometimes the straight citrus is a little much.
Yeah. I forgot. We used to get so much orange shit together.
So much.
I forgot that you liked it though. I thought it was always like my like preference that you
Robert
were like dealing
also
with.
loves.
Yeah. Citrus.
Yeah.
I feel like Robert goes more lemon than me.
Yeah. I feel like you tend to go more funky.
Yeah.
You definitely like got me more into like appreciating like gassy, funky strains. Because sweet strains are like the first introduction, I feel like, for people. First of all, because like gelato is like the most available. It used to be more like skunky because it was like,
definitely
like you had the sour diesel stuff. But now that like there's so much of this like trappy runts.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like everybody's introduction is to sweet, and their like more elevated palate is like learning more about the like gassy, funky stuff.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I think. Yeah.
And then
do you know how I'm taking my coffee lately? So sorry.
We're just like low key breaking down the studio. Lately, I don't know, but I feel like you're definitely, when we've had coffee together, you've leaned more like getting either a cookie butter or a caramel, or like, I don't know if you really ever got vanilla, and then oat milk latte or almond milk.
Very different.
Wow. And now what?
I mean, you're right on the flavor. Like I go caramel, or like I would enjoy a cookie butter. It's not like something I like do.
Yeah.
But every day I use sugar-free salted caramel syrup in my coffee. I use just skim milk now.
Wow, like real cow milk.
Yeah.
Wow.
But just because like I like having milk around to cook with.
Yeah. But also it tastes better. Like,
yeah. And
if you can digest it, have it.
Lately I just can't get through my milk. So I bought an almond milk at the store the other day, unsweetened vanilla, just to have. I'm like, this will last in my fridge for my coffees.
Yeah. I kind of got the oat milk ick.
I don't drink oat milk ever.
Yeah.
It's too caloric.
It's too much.
It's too caloric for not tasting good.
No.
Like, I don't really need to add carbs to my coffee.
And then your bagel. I mean, today you went cinnamon raisin, which I was surprised about.
That's my usual.
I would have figured that you were more of like an everything bagel person. Oh, wow. Cinnamon raisin and then scallion, which is what you got.
Mm-hmm. That's my classic.
But that is...
Since I was a kid.
Wow.
That's my combo. Sometimes I'll go vegetable.
Yeah. I feel like those are interchangeable. It's kind of like a dependent on the spot, like which one has a better one. Like some people's vegetable is gross.
Yeah, I agree. If it's
like too garden, like
too carroty.
I don't need it to have that.
I like the vegetables to be sliced super thin.
Yeah, like I don't want to have chunks of veggies in my.
Right.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, so
and that's why this. But scallion. Sometimes the scallion is like the scallions are too chunky.
I don't care. I love scallion. I love onion.
Me too, but I don't like having like. I like it to be a little more... You don't want
your breath to smell.
I want it to be a little more incorporated in.
Right. I agree with you on that. I do. If my ultimate preference was scallion, like it's one of those, you don't have to be as picky with scallion as you do with vegetable.
Exactly.
But like if my ideal scallion would be cut smaller.
Exactly. Which I've started making my own, like really? Flavored cream cheese. So easy. You just like...
I've been like, all right, yesterday I had a breakfast I feel like you would approve of.
Yeah.
And it also like met my calorie expectations.
Yeah.
I used a keto wrap.
Okay.
And I put, instead of cream cheese, I used the Laughing Cow wedge of light cheese.
Nice.
Little 35 calorie situation.
So good.
And then I added tomato.
Yes.
And smoked salmon.
Love.
With scallion.
Love.
Good breakfast.
Very good breakfast.
Very high protein.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love.
Enjoyed it. Usually, I used to also love getting a bagel with scallion cream cheese, tomato, onion, avocado.
Yeah.
Salmon.
But that's like cucumber. when you're going like nicer.
Oh yeah, that's like almost like breakfast sandwich.
Like that's like also
meal.
A different cost.
I'm not really like in a bagel space anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's a real treat getting a bagel.
It's so good.
They're really, I forgot.
I know.
I've been sleeping on them.
I always forget. And then I have one when we come here and I'm like, oh, I wish I had access to this every day.
Yeah, but be thankful you don't, because I feel like once I get back into bagel hole,
then it gets so bad.
Need a bagel every day.
Yeah. And that's where I'm at now, because I had some leftover that I brought to DC and I had 3. And
that's the whole. And like your parents will always try to convince you, like, take the bagels. We have bagels. Like,
exactly.
Put them in the freezer.
And then I had them in the freezer and then I had them. And
that's the conundrum of wanting to eat healthy, but also not being a waster.
Exactly. I'm like, if you're not going to eat it, I'll eat it.
Right.
But it's also like, I shouldn't be eating this.
Have you ever made bagel chips?
I haven't.
So easy.
I've heard. I just like, they usually get eaten.
Right. Like there's no shortage of bagel.
Yeah. I'm not like, oh, look at my extra surplus.
Right. You're like, this is my freezer stash.
I count them.
Did you hear about the girl who got cheated on.
Okay.
Remained silent.
Yeah.
When she found out this information via cell phone, by the way, via her partner's cell phone, and was like, babe, let's go on a road trip. And he was like, what? No way. And she's like, yeah. She's like, we're going to Six Flags. And he was like, okay, fun. And she's like, okay, we might have to like go overnight, like pack a bag. He was like, cool. She's
but don't
like, you know
pack your
what?
passport.
Yeah, she's like, you know what? As a matter of fact, sleep. You've been working really hard. I will do the driving, and you. By the time you wake up, we'll be there.
Just
he
sit
was
back,
like,
relax.
sick. So he sat back, and he relaxed. He sit back, and when he woke up, he was in Mexico, where he is from, and doesn't have citizenship in America. And I think that she should be president of the U.S. What do you think?
So I follow this immigration lawyer on TikTok.
Love.
Do you follow her?
No.
Oh my God. This woman is incredible. She's like Elle Woods, but immigration lawyer.
Does she comment on 90 Day Fiancé? Because she needs to.
I think she did a series on that.
I want to watch
she's
her.
like a blonde bimbo, like tiny.
Love.
And like super tall, stunning.
Mm-hmm.
Like long blonde extensions, and gives like really cool immigration advice. Like is a like very
a working lawyer.
That's why
like,
I love her, because she's like playing on this like dichotomy of like being really like
good looking,
like the whole Elle Woods
conventionally
thing.
attractive, and also extremely brilliant.
And her husband's also a lawyer, and he's also very funny, and like is the classic like simp for her, you know, like
love,
you know,
as he should.
And he's Mexican,
love,
and she's white, and she commented on this, and she was like, I mean, this is crazy. Like, it's kind of like funny, whatever. But then she also was talking about how he's like going to be banned for like he'll never be able to get any form of he like probably will never be able to return to the US.
Good.
Because like once you're undocumented and like leave, then you like have a permanent ban.
Yes.
So it's like she was like, I don't even think the girl realized like how serious this was.
No, this is good.
But then she was also like, she should be careful because he could press charges of kidnapping.
Like trafficking.
Yeah, like trafficking. Because he was like brought across the border without. But then like.
She's like, I was just doing my job to return him.
The U.S. could be like, she's just a good Samaritan.
And I hope they give her diplomatic immunity.
But that's actually
she deserves to be able to kill without consequences.
But it kind of brings up this question of all these people who are like unknowingly filming themselves committing crimes.
Like what? Being undocumented and just in the country?
No,
and on
like
camera?
She like trafficked a person across the border. Like as much as we sympathize with her, like it is evidence in a case if he wanted.
True.
You know?
Very true.
And there's like a few people like that on TikTok where you're like, no, you were like drinking alcohol and driving in this video that you posted that we all saw.
I literally think she actually should be given immunity.
No, I don't disagree. I'm just saying if like you're a lawyer for this guy, you're downloading that video.
Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff that could be used.
You know,
there's
like,
an argument there.
That video will be useful in a court of law.
It definitely.
And that's where like TikTok now becoming like evidence.
Yeah.
Have you followed that guy who's like tracking this like guy who like committed a murder in New Orleans?
No.
And he like literally like pieced together the fact that like he had posted that he was also in New Orleans, and like the police are using the evidence of like his post to like prove like where he was on certain days and shit. And I'm like, people need to be a little more careful.
Right. Like, I mean, if you're committing crimes, sure.
If you're leading a certain lifestyle,
you might want to think twice.
Like, I don't know if influencers really like a good additional side job.
Or like, yeah, we know we said like, don't be cringed out by like.
Yeah, don't be embarrassed about your content, but do be cautious legally.
Think about it, right? Definitely at least think about it once.
But it's pretty crazy. And that girl, I mean, props to her, but
right.
I really hope she's okay. And I hope this brings her the closure she needed.
Yeah, I think it will. I have a funny feeling that it will.
Yeah, if it doesn't like have her, and then it becomes like the bane of her existence.
Better not.
I know, but you should follow this lawyer. I forget what her name is, but I'll find it.
Please do.
And I will let y'all know too. She's great.
On the contrary, there's also, this is like literally the other side of the coin.
Yeah.
where in Europe, and I think also in the US, but this specific instance is in Europe, where a man is in a relationship with a woman for 19 years, resulting in marriage and even a child. And he was undercover the entire time just to get info out of her.
And what info could she provide?
I don't know the details, but I do know that like he essentially faked a relationship and had a kid with a woman, just working with the government.
That's fucked up. That would really like fuck me up for life.
That's mentally so fucked. Imagine building a life. Imagine being the kid.
I wonder how ethical that is.
It's unethical, and it actually caused a bunch of law changes in Europe.
That's not, I feel like there should be limitations to how undercover you can go.
100% agree.
Like, you can buy a house, whatever. Like,
I don't even think that.
Why not?
Buying a house with someone?
No, solo. Like, if you're an undercover cop, like, moving to a place, like, I don't care if you buy a house. Like, yeah, whatever.
Same. I don't give a
but
shit
don't get
either.
other people involved in your bullshit.
Right.
Like, or get another undercover cop to be.
Or, like, do it from, like, a friendship level and, slash, like, work level. Like if you're trying to get somebody like entrap someone.
Having a kid is that's like so across the line.
So beyond. Even being sexually intimate, you can't even say.
That's fucked up. Do you think it's one of those like cheesy movies that's like, actually he had real feelings this whole time, but he was bound by his job?
I don't know. And it's crazy. It's also
because I'm like, okay, you fell in love.
What came first? How can you prove the intent?
Yeah, that's so... I would be so freaked out.
That's literally something
and also, I want to know what kind of information she was providing.
Me too. I do want to know more about the actual case.
Because if it's like a sex trafficking case, then I'm like, you reap what you sow.
Yeah, but I don't think, like
what if she was like the head of like a big sex trafficking ring?
But does that mean that you should have a kid with someone?
No, the kid part's fucked up regardless.
Or, like, I don't think anyone deserves to be in a fake relationship.
But no one deserves to be trafficked.
Yeah, but there's usually, like, a lot of people on that chain.
No, that is very true. And I also don't think that's probably, like...
Who knows?
Who knows?
Like, I can't wait to look it up, to be honest.
I know. I'm very curious. And it will be my opinion will be very dependent. So do not hold me to any of the dumb thoughts.
Yeah, I know. But these are great pieces of input to consider.
But it is crazy how much social media... like gives you access to all these crazy ass stories.
Yeah.
And also, yeah, please be cautious. If you guys are out there, to all of our, listeners who might be.
Tell how many of them there are. If all 1,000 of you out there.
If any of you in the 1,000 are like partaking in extra legal entities and activities.
Or even thinking about it.
The first step, limit how much you share on social media.
Definitely.
And on that note, and to be clear, we are not lawyers. This is just friend advice.
Far from it, brother. This
is not legal advice. This is friend advice. And
it's just think before you act. I think it's just common sense.
Maybe like run your video through ChatGPT and ask if it's okay.
Would you trust? So you're saying hand it over to the government first? Make sure the first thing you do is give it to AI.
Email your local NYPD and ask, is this video incriminating?
Hey, is this legal? Just wondering. I just did it. I'm just curious.
No, but all seriousness, please be careful out there.
Yeah.
And we will see you next week.
See you next week.
Bye.